Hello everyone, it's Ryan from Pure Performance Training, and in today's Nutrition Quick Tip video, I'm going to talk about the recent changes in the Nutrition Facts label. We're going to talk about how you actually read the Nutrition Facts label.
You have probably noticed recently that there have been some changes to the nutrition facts label. That's because on May 20th of 2016, the Food and Drug Administration announced that the new nutrition facts label for packaged foods will reflect new scientific information, including the link between diet and chronic diseases such as obesity and heart disease. In today's video, we're going to touch on some of the key changes that were made and how you can use the new nutrition label to make better informed food choices. The first thing you probably noticed about the new nutrition facts label is the refreshed design. They changed the type size for servings per container, serving size, and calories. They also bolded the number of calories and serving sizes so it's easier to read. Next, they added an amount for vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium. Before it was only the percent daily value. Finally, they added a better explanation of percent daily value by adding a footnote on the bottom of the nutrition facts label. The second major change to the nutrition facts label is it now reflects updated information about nutrition science, such as calories from fat. Calories from fat has been removed because research shows the type of fat consumed is more important than the amount. Next, we have added sugars. Added sugars have been added because we know that it's difficult to meet nutrient needs while staying within calorie limits if you can consume more than 10% of your total daily calories from added sugar. Before, it also was difficult to tell whether or not it was natural or added sugar. Next is the list of nutrients. The list of nutrients that are required or permitted on the label have been updated. Vitamin D and potassium are now required on the label because Americans do not always get the recommended amounts. Vitamin A and C are no longer required since deficiencies of these vitamins are rare today. The actual amount in milligrams or micrograms, in addition to the percent daily value, must be listed for vitamin D, calcium, iron, and potassium. Finally, the daily values for these nutrients have been updated on newer scientific evidence. The daily values are reference amounts of the nutrients to consume or not to exceed and are used to calculate the percent daily value. The third key change to the nutrition facts label is now serving sizes are much more realistic. The goal was to bring serving sizes closer to what people actually eat so that when they look at the calories and nutrients on the label, these numbers more closely match what they are consuming. So when does all this go into effect? Manufacturers must use the new label by July 26, 2018. So until then, you may see some of the older labels and you may see some of the new ones. But this is when everyone has to implement them by. So we talked about some of the key changes to the new nutrition facts label. Now let's actually talk about how to read the label. The first thing you want to look at is the serving size. Look for both the serving size and the number of servings per container, and compare that to how much you actually eat. Now that you know the serving size, check out the total calories. This will tell you how many calories there are per serving. Use the percent daily values to help you evaluate how a particular food fits into your daily meal plan. These are based on a 2,000 calorie diet. 5% is considered low and 20% is considered high. Percent daily value are for the entire day, not just one meal or snack. You may need more or less than 2,000 calories per day. For some nutrients, you may need more or less than the 100% daily value. Next, you're going to want to limit your intake of saturated fat, trans fat, sodium, and added sugar. Eating less saturated fat, added sugars, and sodium can help reduce your risk for chronic disease. Saturated fat and trans fats are linked to an increased risk of heart disease. High levels of sodium can increase your risk for high blood pressure. Eating too much added sugar, or more than 10% of your total daily calories, makes it difficult to meet the nutrient needs within your calorie requirements. Remember, for these, aim for low percent daily values of these nutrients. Look for products that contain enough fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Fiber, potassium, vitamin D, calcium, and iron are all listed on the nutrition facts labels. Choose a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables to obtain these nutrients. Aim for a high percent daily value for these nutrients. Remember, that's higher than 20%. Finally, you're going to want to look at the ingredients list. The ingredients are listed in descending order by weight. Those in the largest amounts are listed first. This information is helpful to individuals with food allergies and food sensitivities. All right, that's it. That's all you need to really read the nutrition facts label. Now go ahead and give it a try.